Hi, Richard Norton again. This is another one of our little series of blogs that Master Fire Boys likes to have people like myself and his other friends in the martial arts world give, and where we just get a chance to give our opinions on different topics. Again, importantly, it's an opinion. It's just my opinion. It's not a truth. It's not the hard facts. It's just how I feel about certain stages of our training and where we're at. One of the questions is how do you feel? What we'd have to say is at my advanced age, meaning I'm 66, not old, not young, but how do you feel as an instructor in the martial arts in such a competitive environment? And I thought about that, and I thought, you know what's freeing for me is when I finally got to the stage where I was okay with being what I call the elder statesman. I no longer wanted to be the gunslinger. The gunslinger meaning that when you go on the mat, you're the one that everybody wants to try and take their scalp, score a little notch on their belt and everything. When you can step outside of that and know that every time you walk on a mat, you don't have to be the one that's involved in survival matches every day. It's very freeing, because you know what I want in martial arts and what I realize is important is longevity. I want to be able to do my martial arts in 20 years from now. And what does that mean? It means that I need to be mentally and physically able to pass on the knowledge that I've gleaned from so many amazing and wonderful instructors in the arts that I've had the opportunity to meet. Because if not, it's almost selfish. If I push myself competitively to the point with 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, where I get so jacked up that I can't even go onto the mat, then how selfish is that? I can't even pass on that world of knowledge that I've managed to obtain. So I want you to think about that. Now again, I can't tell you how freeing it is when you take yourself out of the role of the gunslinger. The gunslinger meaning the one person in the street that every young gun wants to take his scalp in order to make a name for themselves. When you're okay with just being the statesman, as I said, Freddie Roach is a great example for me. Freddie Roach was Manny Pacquiao and Oscar De La Hoya's trainer. Now Freddie has Parkinson. He'd be lucky to do 2 rounds with anybody these days. But there's a reason that Oscar and Manny Pacquiao worship someone like Freddie, and that's his ability to make them better, to teach lessons from his past that will help make them champions. And hopefully they'll have the wisdom to slow down themselves and be able to pass on their knowledge to younger students. So that's really my message is just be okay with being involved at your own level. Remember, the battle is not against everybody else, because if you compare yourself to somebody else, you'll either be better than or less than. You'll either get an ego or you're going to feel very inadequate. If it's just about you and your improvement, your levels of improvement, again, the battle from within, I think you'll have a long, long journey in the arts, and again, be able to pass on all those wonderful little gems. So good luck with that. And again, look after yourself, be comfortable, train hard, but be realistic with where you're at physically and mentally. Age matters, because the last thing I'll say to you as an instructor, all things being equal, there will be a stage that every student will be able to beat you. Because if I get to be 80 years old and I'm training a 13-year-old, guess what? Just by the mere physicality of that 30-year-old, how do you think I'm going to do? Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. So again, good luck with your journey. We'll see you again.